How do you only win by 1 point? Like, how has the world shrunk so much on basketball that we went in 92 from the dream team to we can't beat anybody for sure?
LeBron saved this country a huge international embarrassment. Granted, it wouldn't have happened in the Olympics, but there's a possibility that it can. These two teams will meet up again. But I did a whole bunch of reading on this South Sudan team to see. I did.
You didn't.
I wanted to learn about them. That was an incredible story, and I got to say, I may be framed as anti-American.
What'd you learn?
I was kind of rooting for South Sudan in that moment. Wow. Not just because it would have been this really cool upset. It would have been maybe a movie,
That's
30 for 30 in the.
If you lose to South Sudan in a friendly, at the moment, there has been nothing that has been cheapened more in the history of American sports than whatever it is the original American dream team was to get from that to this, because Joel Embiid doesn't know how to play international basketball.
It doesn't happen often where Team USA, with its best roster, loses an embarrassing game in the game of basketball internationally. We know how to talk about when Team USA loses and doesn't do well in the Olympics, when we know for sure we're not sending our best team. But you got LeBron, you've got Steph, you've got the best of the best representing this country right now. So I think that would have been an upset that gets talked about, certainly in South Sudan.
If you beat whatever it is the vestiges of Team USA are in just a friendly, and you've beaten Joel Embiid, who is part of a revolution of American players who are playing for America who don't have to be necessarily from the U.S. as an origin country, I would say, without even knowing the history of Sudan in sports, that it would resonate. Beating the USA would resonate like a seismic sports event, unlike anything the country has ever seen.
And it would probably demand more investment into that African basketball league.
But they were a point away.
It was a cool moment.
away. No, but it was a point away.
But they have an opportunity to do it.
You got to win the game.